What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today is my final Marvel, of course, 2023 set review. I have here the X-Men X-Jet. Of course, set number is 76281, recommended ages is 8+, and the piece count is 359 pieces. Now, this is based on the new revival series of X-Men 97. I personally am very excited for it. I think it's going to be really good. I think I'm going to like it a lot. Of course, I haven't seen the X-Men animated series. I did try to get into it. But of course, man, there's like 5 seasons. So, of course, I haven't had time to do that because I've been working on other stuff and stuff like that. So maybe in the future, I'll basically maybe watch it. But, of course, for this video, I really like this set. I think it's really good. But there's one thing, once again, I kind of mentioned with Avengers Tower that has to be mentioned with this set. And this set is definitely overpriced. I think it is, and I don't really say the prices that much in my videos. Of course, this, I think, retails for around $84 USD. And that's a lot of money for a Jet and 4 minifigures. Sure, almost all of the figures are exclusive, but there's 4 figures, and 4 figures, I mean, sure, we're getting Wolverine again, which, spoiler alert, the one from the CMF series is miles better. I still haven't done a review on that yet, but I am going to. You get Rogue for the first time. You get a new Cyclops that is infinitely better than the one from 2014 or whatever, and you get Magneto based on the new series, which all the figures are good. Don't get me wrong, Wolverine has his problems. We'll get to that, but just as like an overall thing, the Jet is a great build. I'll talk about all the features and everything that it can do. But it's just overpriced, man. I'm just going to get that out of the way. So without further ado, let's start off with the minifigures. And then, of course, we're going to move on to the Jet. The first minifigure we're going to start off with is, of course, going to be Wolverine. So here is the first minifigure. Here is Wolverine. Now, I forgot to mention actually in the beginning, but this is like the first X-Men set, like official X-Men set we've gotten in over 10 years. It is really crazy to think about that. But of course, let's start off with the let's start off with Logan. So here is the brand new Logan minifigure, and I kind of don't like it. A lot of people don't like it either. So of course we got the one from the mech, which is still exclusive. It's hilarious, but that figure is still exclusive. I did lose his legs, but here is the one from the mech. The face and everything is still exclusive. It's really crazy. I thought they would reuse this dude for future X-Men sets, but they didn't. And I really do like that the CMFK made an exclusive minifigure for that. I love how I picked him up. But this is basically an exact copy and a less dumbed down version of the one from the CMF series, which I still haven't done my review on. I will do it. Give me time. Of course, I kind of mentioned it in the Sandman video, but hopefully, I'm probably not going to do it though, but I did lose some of the pieces from the CMF series. I'll mention those when I do the series review, but you'll live and you'll learn once again. But this figure, I'm not going to go into detail because I want to save his own video for him. But, spoiler alert, this is a better figure. This is pretty bad. Now, what LEGO decided to do with this figure is they reused the same torso, which is fine, alright? That's okay. It's Wolverine. Of course, first off, he shouldn't even be in this set, okay? In my personal opinion, Wolverine has been in too many sets. I know he's the face of X-Men. I know he's like the big thing, but the fact that you get like, I mean, supposedly the expansion that's coming out this year is coming out, and it's going to come out with a bunch of new figures, but none of those figures have even leaked to be Jean Grey or any of those. Imagine if we got Cyclops, Storm, Jean Grey, and Magneto. I still feel like the price would be still overpriced, but the fact we'd be getting a new exclusive figure we've never gotten before, I think that would have been a better toss-up than just shoving in a lesser version of the CMF series that costs more, A, and looks less quality than this thing that legit costs $5 that you could pick up at your local Walmarts. The fact that this is in a $5 CMF series, even though the CMF series are now overpriced, this still is a better deal than just getting this minifigure, which this figure is just a complete downgrade. Of course, like I said, No dual molded legs, no arm printing, none of that. Who cares about the new expression they decided to make for this set? No offense, I kind of don't like Wolverine when he's smiling. He's supposed to be angry. He's Wolverine. I mean, the variation is nice to get, but just putting him in this set was not needed. It's a complete and utterly not necessary at all. He had his own mech. He had his own CMF series. He's had his own sets. 3 sets. I mean, we've gotten this man in every single set. I mean, he's cool, but he's not that cool. Anyway, that's basically it for Wolverine. I'm going to do a video in the future comparing these to knockoffs, because I feel like knockoffs obviously did a better job, but a little bit of spoiler alert to that video. Here is this knockoff version of Wolverine I had for like years, and even the one that this cheapo thing is better than this, and he even comes with a cool shoulder pad piece. Of course, I'll do a knockoff video in the future, but I'll also kind of compare them in this video if you guys would like to see that. But that is it for Wolverine. I kind of gave him too much attention, but there he is. He's kind of my least favorite figure. And yeah, of course, now we're going to be going on to the next figure, which is of course going to be Cyclops. An actual good minifigure. Here is Cyclops, and that's kind of giving it a stretch too, because he doesn't have leg printing. Oh man, oh man, oh man. They are just missing the mark with this set. He doesn't have leg printing, okay? Once again, I am a dude who's really cool, and I have a knockoff minifigure, and he does have leg printing. So, of course, what I am actually going to do when this review is over is I'm going to rip his legs off, ditch them, and legit put these legs on here. And this is just... You had this, okay? You almost had it. Just give him leg printing, and he would look great. And of course the yellow is faded and everything, but it's much better than just having plain old yellow legs. So for the people who are completely and utterly angry at Lego for not giving him printed legs, here is to satisfy your needs. This is what could have been, but once again, this is not included in the sets. It's very hilarious doing the set review because I got a bunch of knockoff X-Men when I first started collecting Marvel again, but the torso is great, okay? It's exclusive, it's great. It's probably not going to be for long, okay? The X-Mansion has leaked him in it, so yay! But of course, back torso printing is great as well. The back head print is amazing. This is just miles better than the original that came out in the original X-Jet set. It was just bad. That set was bad. This is a great minifigure. The blue and yellow is iconic to the series, and I love how they brought it back. Now, you don't get anything to represent his vision, like his heat ray vision. I don't really know what to call it, but his blast, I guess. But, of course, you do get a missile in this set to attach to it. And if you don't want to add it to the ship, you could gladly add it like that. And that's actually how I did my knockoff figures for a while. Of course, it was just like that. And it looks... honestly, really cool. Does it look kind of weird? Yes. Would I like a new piece to attach to his neck or something? Of course, but you can't ask for everything. Anyway, that's it for Cyclops. An alright minifigure, but now we're going to be moving on to the next figure, which is of course going to be Rogue. So here is a figure we've never gotten in Lego. Here is Rogue, and I'm very happy that she's in this set, but once again, every single figure in this set is not perfect, okay? Maybe there's like one figure, maybe Magneto is perfect, but still, you could kind of complain about everything about this set, even though it's a really great set, and I love that we're getting X-Men again, and we have to be forced to like this set, because if we don't like this sets, Lego probably won't make any more. So, if we don't pick up any of these sets, Lego's probably not going to make any more. It's a very harsh deal because the money and everything, but just looking at this figure, it's great. I really like it a lot. The only thing I don't like about it is the hair color. This is based on the 97 revival show, and from images that we've seen and the classic cartoon, obviously, she has dark brown hair. It's not this bright. It is too bright, okay? It's too bright. So, once again, I was one of the people who actually got a knockoff X-Men, a knockoff version of Rogue, which... obviously, since it's cheaper, it's going to look nicer, but even they have like the correction with the hairpiece. But if you want to know what it would look like with a darker hairpiece, here you go. I mean, I'm probably not going to make a build a better video because I'm already doing it in this video. But here is what it could look like. And if you really want to go hardcore with it and go like really old school, there you go. That is actually what she should have looked like. This is a painted hairpiece, by the way. I painted this a long time ago for Rogue. It was actually for this figure, but since it's incredible actually that I have now an actual great face. This face was awful. This one is great. I love how I have now an official Rogue figure. It's awesome. The torso printing is great. The back torso printing is great, as well as the back expression. Everything is just great. It's just the color of the hair. Everything else is all right. So that is it for Rogue. And now we're going to be going on to the next figure, which is Magneto. Now, I did do some research before actually doing this video. And this is Magneto when he kind of takes control a bit of the X-Men. Not really like hypnotized or anything like that, but like kind of is the new leader of the X-Men. And this is the suit he's going to wear. The suit is goofy. It's pretty bad. I kind of don't like the suit. In my personal opinion, I kind of wish that we got the actual 97 version of Magneto, like the purple and red suit, but I know this is based on 97, but hopefully in the future we get that version, but I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. But the face looks great. I really like it a lot. I think it's a really nice expression. Of course, he has the one-hole cape, which is all right. Of course, you go to the back. The torso looks great. I love the color magenta. It looks nice. Just the big Magneto is cool too. But from images that I've seen, I'm not going to put any right here because I'm too lazy, but images that I've seen of X-Men 97, he's kind of like in a darker purple magenta. I don't know, maybe it's just the coloring, but he's kind of in a darker kind of suit, like more black. And maybe that's the shading once again. Maybe I'm crazy or something, but I really would like maybe if they made this darker because that looks cool, but maybe this is accurate, who knows. This is kind of like a little thing he gets in this. We can actually put him on his metal, and he's kind of hovering around and stuff. It's really cool. I love that they actually use these new pieces, because back then, Magneto would come with something that he could levitate on, but it was mostly just like one of these pieces, like this gray piece underneath here. So he couldn't stand in the middle. So the fact that they can actually make him stand in the middle now is pretty great. It is kind of thick. I kind of would have liked it if it's thinner, but overall, this is probably one of the cooler figures in here, even though the suit is kind of goofy. So that is it for Magneto, and now we're actually going to take a look at the Blackbird. This is the first time actually me saying that this is the Blackbird. It's the X-Jet, the Blackbird, whatever, even though it's blue. I don't get that, but this thing looks great, okay? This thing looks awesome. I really love the build of this. I don't know if it's better than the original. The original, you kind of got more for your money. You kind of got a Sentinel as well. You got all that stuff, but in this set, you just get the Blackbird, which I love how they, I guess, do more focus on this. And this is based on the new series, which looks great. I would really love to pick up more X-Men stuff because they're super cool, man. I mean, it's the X-Men. They're awesome. So even though this set is pretty all right, I would love to see them make more in the future. I think all of us would. And of course, I'm just going to get the stickers out of the way real quickly. Of course, you have a sticker right here on each side, and they look great. Of course, you also have a sticker back here as well, also on each side of the wing, which that is just replicated. And the final sticker on the outside is you get some down here, which, of course, there are some missiles that you can fire. I'll show you guys where you place those, but just an overall build of this looks great. I think it's really cool. It's a really nice build. I'm dedicating a whole shelf just to this, and maybe in the future, if they do the X-Mansion, maybe I'll pick that thing up as well. But I really like this set. It's overpriced, but everything else is kind of great. So I'm going to stop talking about that and kind of get on with the play features, and then we're going to move on into the inside. So the ammo. There's ammo, of course, for the outside. These are just normal stud shooters, but where to find them is actually really cool. So, of course, you have these two barrels back here, which it's very actually hard to open them. You have to open this back hatch, which we'll get on into the interior, like I said, but these just slide out, and there's little studs that slide through these holes, which, I mean, it's kind of annoying after a while, but you kind of just got to forget about it. But you get two. You get two of these, which is great. And I'm not going to put them down here. Of course, you've seen stud shooters before, but I guess I'll do it real quickly just for demonstration. But I think a lot of you guys know how stud shooters work. So, of course, you take your ammo, you take it like that, and then after that, you take it from here, and you just slide it in there, and there you go, and you're ready to shoot your ammo. Probably gonna lose it, right? Nope, I didn't actually lose it, yay. But I don't really use stud shooters a lot after I'm kind of done building it and doing a set review on it because, well, they get lost, and that's why I like the other play feature more, which we'll take a look at it. But of course, it just goes in right here. I think there's actually some other ones in here. No, there's not. But of course, it just slides in right here, which you got to lift this hatch up to actually fit it in here, which is, it's really cool. The one thing I really like about this set is the fact that you're able to put all of the X-Men and all of the figures in this set. I think it's great. Would I loved if they made it a little bit bigger so you could fit the CMF series and future X-Men figures that we get, like Storm and Beast? I would really love that. I think it would have killed the moon if they really did that. But of course, it kind of sucks that they didn't, but whatever. I guess everything that you see is here and can do that. So that works, looks nice, it's really cool. The turbines just look great. I mean, everything on the outside looks great. Now, the other ammo, I kind of hinted at it earlier. You get these, which this is much more nicer. They're bigger, and it's much easier to not to lose them. And with these ones, I'm actually a-okay with shooting because, well, you're not really going to lose them. So there you go. It's pretty cool. Of course, it kind of had the same play feature as the rocket mech, which is really nice. But that's kind of all the play features you got on the outside, and just taking a look at the outside one more time, just looking at everything with the points and everything like that. It looks really cool from the back as well. But now we're going to actually go on the inside. So on the inside, we'll take a look at the first latch open right here. So on the inside, there's a bunch of stickers. It looks really cool. All of the stickers. You got all of these stickers right here, which it's kind of actually really hard to see, but you have a sticker right up the front right here. You got some stickers also on the side as well, which looks really cool. I really like that a lot. Kind of shining the light over there so you can get on inside, and of course I'll put figures in there after I show you the interior. It looks great. I love the use of the kind of barrel piece or whatever, like the kind of bucket handle as kind of the joysticks, which is really cool. And just all the stickers and everything look great. It looks like it hopped out of the X-Men series. Pushing this back down and going back here, you can see that there's more space, that you can put more of the figures in here, and kind of the almost same exact tile pieces. I think it's different, but of course you also have this really awesome kind of like hologram type thing where you use the bookmark thing, and it's just, it slides over that, and it's great. So it's just the normal sticker, and then you slide that over like that. It just adds just a little bit more of like the realism type thing. So it looks great. Of course, like I said, you could fit all of the X-Men in this set. You can fit them all in this set. So of course, box, usually what I do is I put Cyclops in the back. So I just sit him down right here. And once again, this just looks great. And then I take Wolverine, which he's pretty cool as well. And I put him in the back. I don't know if you could put him in here with his claws. It's kind of a tight squeeze in here. But he fits, and it looks nice putting that on. And then, of course, you could fit Magneto, which, of course, will be at the front. And you can, of course, also put Rogue in here as well. So, like I said, you can fit all of the X-Men in this set. Now, when you're pushing this down, you're going to need to push a little bit harder because it's not going to go down all the way. So just do that. There you go. And it snaps in place. And there you go. You have all of the X-Men on the inside. Now, I don't know if this is a design feature that the X-Jet has, but I really kind of don't like this connection. It looks a bit weird, all right? Now, the way that, now what's that used for is, of course, opening the latches and stuff. That's what the hinge is for. That's where it connects. It's kind of weird, all right? I really like the sticker effect that the old one had, like the blue stickers and stuff. I thought that looked cool. But overall, that's kind of it. I mean, that's really it for the whole set. There's really nothing else. Of course, you get some stud shooters and everything, and of course, you can put all the stuff back there and looks great. The only also thing I don't like is the amount of studs back here. Like, kind of wish these were covered up, but maybe that's just me. But everything else looks great, and that's really it for the whole X-Jet. I mean, everything you see here, and what you expect to happen is, of course, what happens, and that's kind of it. So, of course, that's it for the main build. Of course, we're going to take a look at the instruction manual, the box, and I'm going to give you my final thoughts. Instruction manual is pretty cool. Of course, you got all the figures on the outside, and X-Men, Wolverine piloting the inside. You get a figure for every single bag. You get Cyclops for bag 2. Bag 3, you get Rogue, and bag 4, you get bag 3 you get Magneto, and bag 4 you get Rogue. But you get a figure for every bag. That's always a goal for mine. The Avengers Tower didn't do a good job at that. But of course, everyone looks great on the back. The pages end at 89. No ads for the back. There's just all the pieces, and you can win. You can enter a raffle to win a free Lego set. So yeah, there's that. The box for this set is pretty cool, as you guys can see. You have Wolverine from X-Men 97 right there, which the animation does look really nice. Of course, you got all the figures in the bottom right-hand corner, which is really nice. You got this little action scene right here, which is pretty cool. If you go on the top, you can obviously see that Wolverine demonstrates the size of an actual minifigure. If you go on the back, it's got this cool action scene and all the play features that I just went over, which is really cool. So yeah, that is kind of it for the box. It's pretty cool. I like it a lot. And yeah, it's a box. So overall, that is it for the sets. I think it's okay. It's really great to be basically doing my first ever set review on an X-Men set. Now, when I was a kid, I picked up a lot of Marvel sets. I pick up basically everything. Like, I pick up a Star Wars set, a Marvel set, a Batman set, or something like that. And like the one set I got when I was a really young kid is, of course, the Deadpool, Wolverine, and Magneto set. That set was great. And now looking back on it, much more older and kind of, I guess, much more wiser as my younger self, I kind of wish I kept those figures around. Obviously, I did get a Deadpool figure, which I did actually get from the grave. I'm not really from the grave, but I know I used to do like those weird Deadpool things, but I think I kind of should have done one for this video, just decided not to. But just putting him in here and stuff like that, I mean, he's a great figure, and I'm very grateful that I have him now as a minifigure again. But the old Wolverine and the old Magneto, I decided just to skip out on because that dude himself was kind of pretty pricey. But this set, just talking about this set right here, I really love now that I can pick up X-Men sets on the shelves now, and it's just a great feeling, even though that this is kind of the reason why most of the other... this is kind of the reason why I didn't pick up any of the other sets this year, because this was really pricey. I mean, the most expensive set that I got was this set, and whether or not the figures are cool or not, this is the reason why you're probably not going to be able to see any other 2023 sets, because this was ridiculous, man. This was an $84 set, and I only mention the price when it's really pricey, and it's absurdly kind of pricey. I don't mention it all the time. I mentioned it with the Avengers Tower, but that's kind of going to be the drawback. And it sucks that LEGO puts themselves in this position, because obviously we want X-Men sets, okay? We've been begging them for 2 years and basically like 10 years by this point to make X-Men sets. And the movies flopped and they didn't have the rights to it. And now the fact that we're able to get more now, and we're getting them in Marvel CMF series, we're getting figures we've dreamed of having for years now, and the fact we're getting them in sets is great. But at what cost of your wallet? But, and it does also suck because 100% I feel that if they make the expansion set, half of these figures are going to be in that set. And it's going to be a real downgrade. The figure selection is great in this set. I think it's awesome. 4 figures, though, not really the best decision. Not really the best at all. But I guess for the build and stuff, I guess it works. But just Wolverine didn't need to be in this set. It's great to see Cyclops and Rogue basically appear almost for the first time. I'm just forgetting about that one from 10 years ago because that was a disappointment. I mean, the skin tone as well. Oh my god, it was awful. I hated that set, and it's depressing that that Cyclops was in that set. This is the one that we all wanted forever, but just, it's great to see X-Men back, but I kind of wish that they came back kind of in a brighter scenario. I mean, I know that they came back with Wolverine and everything back in the mechs, and then they came out with the CMF series and everything like that. Hopefully we get more X-Men sets, and maybe at one point we can maybe start getting comic book, maybe Fantastic Four sets, and not wait until the Fantastic Four movie comes out. But it's probably not going to happen. We're probably going to wait until 2026 or 5 to finally get the Fantastic Four sets. But what do you guys think of this set? I think it's alright. I think it's a really good set. I'm glad to finally have official X-Men, because obviously I was one of the people that when I jumped back on Marvel, I decided to get all of the knockoffs that were possible, and basically all the Marvel figures. So it's really great to see these guys in official sets where you guys can buy them right now. But that's going to be it. That's going to be it for my final January 1st, 2024 set review. Of course, if you guys like it, leave a comment down below, leave a like. I really like this set. I think it's really cool. Once again, I'm very grateful that we're getting X-Men in sets again, and I'm very happy for all of that. But yeah, it's going to be it for today's video. And I don't know when the next time I'm going to be making a video. Who knows? Maybe this Marvel CMF Series 2. My version, I guess I'm going to say, because I'm missing pieces from it. Oh man, it's kind of sucky from that, but who cares? Anyway, that's it. I'll see you guys later.